Hey guys, good morning. Just freshening up with some Palo Santo. Don't forget, like right now we're in like full moon type energy. So like the energy is like really active. So it's really important for you to try to do something to clear that energy. I know personally I'm like very sensitive to energy and it just feels like my entire body is vibrating. So it's like you have to find ways to bring this energy down. And I know this all has to do with the full moon. And it's like we can't get rid of the moon, right? So we just kind of have to endure it. So, suggestions: sage, Palo Santo, meditation, yoga, going out into nature, anything that can help you like relax and kind of bring your energy a bit down. Kind of bring that anxious, very like active energy down. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick reading. We'll see who the reading is gonna be for first. And I kind of like the spread situation, right? Like, because sometimes, like I was saying before, we get the same cards and it feels like we're reading for the same sign every time and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do what I did yesterday and I'm just gonna spread the cards out. We're gonna see who's meant. Oh, look at that magician at the bottom of the deck. It looks like you're in the middle of manifesting something, whoever this is gonna be for. Oh, looks like you had some disappointments in the past. And now you're going to turn that energy around, right? We're going to get into that energy. We've held on this long, right? You're still standing. You're still standing. It's time to go to work. It's time to manifest those things that you really want from this life. All right, let's see. All right, Spirit. Who needs to hear a message today? Gotta thank my friends on the other side for helping me out with messages and clarity. Okay, so we're gonna go right here. Ooh, we got Taurus. We got Seven of Pentacles. So it feels like you've been invested in something for quite a while, right? You're waiting for your return. And especially with that energy that I mentioned earlier, we had that magician and the Nine of Wands, which makes a lot of sense with this card because the Nine of Wands is like when you've been battle tested. You got to think of these wands as like a battle. Each wand is a battle. And you have been hurt. You've been injured. But guess what? You're still standing. And we saw the magician. And you're still willing to manifest. You're still wanting to put work in to bring into this plane the things that you want. Let's see what else we find out. Let's see what this is about. All right, Taurus. My daddy's a Taurus. So hopefully he'll watch because I know sometimes he doesn't. Rude. No. But hopefully he'll watch. So let's see what else we can get. Tell me more about this. What have you been waiting on? What is this investment about? Oh, there it is. It's the Fool. You know what this looks like? You've been waiting to take a chance. It looks like you've been playing it safe for so long. You've been investing and watching and like doing all the things, like all the things that you're supposed to do. Going to school, going to college, working a full-time job. And even though you're doing all those things, you're not finding the fulfillment that you need. And there's possibly something, I'm not sure what it is, it's going to be different for all you guys, but like an adventure, a new start, a fresh beginning that you've been putting off. Let's see why. Okay, tell me about the Fool. Defensive. Okay. So it looks like this is, I got the Seven of Wands, which is like a defensive energy. If you want to take a look at the card there. And it looks like there have been things in the past, disappointments in the past, could be in work, in relationships, financially, that have kind of like traumatized you in a way. So they've left you in this very defensive energy, and it's kind of like one of my favorite readers. She always mentions how you can't catch a blessing with your fist balled up, right? And if you're in a defensive stance, you can't catch anything. You know what I'm saying? And this is part of this. You have to release this defense that you've put up, right? Because this is about jumping. This is about jumping into the unknown, right? About taking that chance. Let me see what else we can get. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Oh. So we got Temperance, Judgment, Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, and Heartbreak. So that's quite a few, but I'm going to see what we get here. So Temperance is all about balancing, right? It's all about balancing energies. And Judgment is really about addressing your situation. And really, you can't call judgment on any situation until it's over, right? We got a Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, and Heartbreak. So for me, it feels like you've had people come in and you've tried to balance energies with them, and it just hasn't worked out. I don't know if this is having to do with work, family. This is just about people in general, right? Just things not working out clearly with people. And just kind of waiting. And that, with the Seven of Pentacles, that's all about waiting, investing, and kind of like waiting for your return. Tell me more about the Fool. We got the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is about abundance, inheritance, success. It's about basically everything that you own, everything that you have. This is about material, right? Because we're talking about pentacles, which is going to be material things. But this is like having the financial success that you need, having the loyalty that you need. We have the dogs in the photo, right? Dogs represent loyalty. We've got coins that represents money. We've got people of different ages, which is like basically about all the different types of relationships that you have, because these are all part of the success. This is, it's like, it's your legacy, right? It's what you leave behind, the work that you do in this life. And the only way you're going to get this came on account of the Fool, right? I asked about the Fool, and this is what came out. That means you have to embody this Fool energy. You have to be open to taking chances. You have to be willing to start over and over and over again as many times as it takes. And that's really the challenge here. It's very challenging here. You know, there's a lot of aspects to this. There's money, which is really what kind of freezes everyone in their tracks, because we all need it to survive. And it's kind of complicated to come by, right? So we kind of have to be willing to start over and over again. We got the Hierophant. Hierophant's talking about tradition. Like sometimes we need to go against the tradition, right? And we need to create traditions for ourselves. Like what works well in your life. Forget about what X, Y, and Z told you works well in their life. What has worked well for you? What is your personal religion, right? And I don't mean, when I say personal religion, I'm not talking about Christian, Catholic, Jewish. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your personal way of life. The way you feel, the way you communicate, the way you represent in this life, right? That needs to be very original to you. You can't pick this up from anyone else, right? And everything that happens within your life are all kind of like teachers. They're lessons that kind of gear you in one direction or another. And all these lessons are really what's creating what your religion is. When I speak and say religion, that's what I mean. Like, who are you? What are the practices that you do that keep you in a good vibration? What do you do? How do you appear in life? And like, that's very heavily tied with this 10 of Pentacles, because this is all about your legacy, about how you do things. What's the way you do this? Is there something that you're doing successfully that you can help somebody else with? Because we have to remember, yeah, this journey is about us, but if you have a chance to help someone else, why wouldn't you? I mean, like, I feel like, of course, I have a bit of a different thinking, but I feel like the majority of humanity has been like sucked up into this like vortex of money, right? Just like everything is about money. People don't have any values. As long as they have coins, they're good. As long as the person, they can be as rude, despicable, disgusting as some popular people in our government right now, and they still receive support. Why? Why would a person that's speaking disgustingly and horribly about treating other people in any kind of manner, why would we support those types of people? That's only going to increase their influence on this world. And right now, we're like in a really bad situation because we have more people that are on this negative side of things, this low vibrational side of things, than on the high side. So like, you have the best view of who you are, and what you bring. And if you know that you bring positivity, you bring love, kindness, caring, compassion, we need that more than ever, right? So I hope that you guys can really take these lessons and not treat them as like a carbon copy of what's going to happen next time, right? Because every situation is different. No matter, even if the only difference is the day that you started, it's still different, right? Every scenario is different. Every time you take a new chance, it's something different. Don't let the past dictate the places that you're going to be able to stand in. The past, you've had lessons, right? But that's how we grow. We get the lesson, we move forward, on and on and on and on. And the only way to get to this 10 of Pentacles, to have this lineage, this generational wealth, not only financial wealth, but wealth of a person, right? Because the most we value, the most I value within a person is their kindness, their honesty, their willingness to cooperate with others. So it's like, not all wealth is a coin. A lot of wealth comes from emotions, from love, from caring, from kindness and compassion. And I just want to remind you, because I know Tauruses can be a little like money focused, because you guys are fancy, but just keep a focus that it's not only money that we're doing here. We're not just getting money, buying things. We're here to learn lessons, learn things that cannot be learned in the spirit, right? Things that have to be in this physical plane, that have to be difficult. It's the only way for us to grow. So like, don't be intimidated. Take that jump. Take that leap. Start that new thing. What are you waiting for? You know what I'm saying? No one's going to come to you and say, hey, do you want to start now? No, this is about you. This is your life. This is your happiness. This is your joy. This is your path. So I hope you guys take a chance. I love y'all, Tauruses, and I hope everyone has a great day. If you want to hear your sign, don't forget, leave it in the comments, and I'll get back with you on the next one. And I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.